return attempt. Second attempt over the head of Daniel Sedin, and the rest of the penalty killing group can change. Joe Thornton and Danny Heatley come on to kill a penalty. Boyle and Murray out there, and the second power play unit for Vancouver has come on the outside. That'll be excellent to Chris Higgins. Gets some speed to the net. Niemi kicked the puck to the corner. Heatley got to it, made a nice evasive move, gets open and clears the puck. Salo and Bieksa. Burrows, Raymond, and Higgins up front. Burrows tips the puck in. It's after Douglas Murray. And Murray got the puck as he turned down the ice by Kevin Bieksa. Long go to Salo. Logan Couture watched him. Sedin's right back on here. Bieksa at the line. I think he put a teammate outside, but Couture stole the puck. Kessler gets it back. Moving in with Daniel Sedin over to Hendrick. Now he's set up. Dan Hughes takes the shot, and gets through to Daniel. To Hendrick. With 12 seconds to go in the power play. Too many Swedes for the Finn in goal. 1-1.
The turnover in the neutral zone kept this play alive, and then like we've seen so many times, a little bump back pass. Kessler in front getting his body in the way, and this is a shot that I think actually Daniel didn't get all. He wanted to hammer that a little bit harder, but it was a little bit forward in his shot, and that fooled Niemi. Watch Niemi's reaction. He gets up, and it goes actually under his arm. He thought it was going to go high, and then a little knuckler fooled him.
Coming right back with the Sedin twins and played them twice in the power play. Pays off in the dying seconds of the penalty to Joe Pavelski. So a 1-1 game. We start over midway through this first period. Each team with a power play goal. Logan Couture, Sedin. Torres on a turnover. He hands it a discarded stick. Stop the pass. Torres to his forehand. Goaltender was the puck went to the inboards. Yannick Hansen, air hop in off the blue line. Centering pass. Quick strike, and it's that third line again. 39 seconds after Daniel Sedin. Rafi Torres makes it 2-1.
Isn't it amazing the spark of energy coming from that first goal? And this, once again, is the defense getting involved. Coming down the wing, watch Pavelski as he gets a little bit of a tip by Torres. He cross-checks him to give him a little bit of time, and then finds the back of the net.
And isn't it the transition game for Vancouver that's exceptional? You know, you mentioned it, Simmer, the difference between playing Detroit, for San Jose, and playing Vancouver. Vancouver take the puck from defense to offense quicker than any team in the NHL. Where Detroit probably would have spent some time in the neutral zone, painting up a nice play. Vancouver, they're off to the races right away and cash in. In 39 seconds, it's a different game in Vancouver as the advantage 2-1 still early on. Yannick Hansen and Christian Ehrhoff get assists on Rafi Torres, second in the playoffs. A long pass for Higgins, didn't get through. And Boyle, then Ferrio with Kevin Bieksa. Ferrio takes a shift here with Joe Thornton and Patrick Marleau, and Ferrio dresses as a fourth liner so that he can run through the lines if need be. He can move up.
It's game on now, though, isn't it? I mean, just the pace of this game, having a couple of goals, just dragged up a lot.
And Cole held the puck in, so the Canucks couldn't clear it. Wellwood into Danny Heatley. Heatley centering pass. Wellwood bangs away at it, and Roberto Luongo's able to hang on. A good chance for Kyle Wellwood. And he's turned back by a former teammate, Roberto Luongo. It is indeed game on. 2 goals in 39 seconds. Daniel Sedin and Rafi Torres on the Vancouver quick strike.
Not exactly perfect weather for a barbecue. But whoever needed perfect weather for a barbecue? You don't want your eyes to betray you.
New Hydra Energetic Ice Cold Eye Roller. Reduce the look of dark circles and bags.
A look can change everything. Hydra Energetic Eye, the ultimate anti-fatigue innovation from L'Oreal Men Expert.
The new Buick is about the unexpected experience. Liquid metal design, intelligent handling, exceptional interior. And for a limited time, even the offer. Because the experience of owning a new LaCrosse, Enclave, or Regal now includes 3 years of good wrench scheduled maintenance, plus a lease rate as low as 1.4% and up to $4,200 in cash credits. So visit your Buick dealer and test drive the unexpected today.
We took the taste of spicy buffalo wings out of the basket and put it on new Delisio Buffalo Chicken Pizza. Because a man was meant to eat from a basket, picnics wouldn't feel so wrong. New Buffalo Chicken Pizza. It's not delivery, it's Delisio.
Looks like it's official. The backyard patio is now open for business.
A Dave Nonis hire who Mike Gillis kept as a member of the Canucks management group. Our Subway restaurant bio subject played against them in the final 29 years ago.
Well, definitely. They've been tough. We've watched their films, and we know what type of style they play. With Roger Nielsen, they beat us when he was with Toronto, and I know they're gonna probably try and play the same type of hockey with it. Whether they think they're going to intimidate us, but they're going to bump and grind us and not try and take us off our game.
That was 1982. Lauren Henning of the Islanders. A young-looking Mickey Redmond interviewing him as well on Hockey Night in Canada. The Islanders were 2 wins into 4 straight Stanley Cups at that time, and Vancouver didn't win a game in that 1982 final series.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. Yeah, like I said, whenever.
Here's Rafi Torres, whose goal is just being announced, and he fires another one. That tip from the Emmy made a save. Holding the puck in, Kevin Bieksa with his shot. Rebound off the legs of Ian White, and Joe Thornton gathers it in, and he's pumped by Rafi Torres. Turnover at center ice, and San Jose did far too much of that in game number 1 in the latter half, and they don't want too much of that here. A pass up the ice, and Kevin Bieksa got a whack on the hands, and he iced the puck.
Vancouver is one of those teams that when they get a chance to go from defense to offense, it's in a hurry. And it is at mock speed. And here's a couple examples. So we brought up the turnovers. When the puck is turned over by San Jose, see ya, we're gone the other way. And they create chances. Another turnover by Clough here. Bang, right down the other way. And this one leads to goal.
An icing call here, and the Sedin line had just come on. Logan Couture against Henrik Sedin. That seems to be the matchup we're going to see throughout this game. Daniel with a rink-wide pass for Henrik. He got position on Logan Couture and has the puck. Pass for Daniel, or for Burroughs, hit a skate. And Sedin along the boards is going to be penalized for taking down Danny Healy. He's going to argue, but he got one on Joe Pavelski, so turnabout's fair play.
Yeah, very, very similar type of play where you're trying to play for the puck. The crowd doesn't like it. Sedin doesn't like it. Just a little bit on the back and down went Heatley. And you think of San Jose early on. The power play is where they've had some success, 2 for 2 now in the series. That's a big momentum-changing kill here for the Vancouver Canucks. Cross-check? Not much of a cross-check there. Or a trip.
But power play San Jose, and they're 1 for 1. So Pavelski, Thornton, Setaguchi, Marlowe, and Boyle go to work here. 4 high-end forwards and a high-end defense. Vancouver got the puck clearly. Burroughs and Kessler usually start the night with Gill, and they're out there right now with Kevin Bieksa and Dan Hamhuis. Thornton and Setaguchi already up in the attacking blue line as Boyle attacks the line, drops it off for Thornton, who is coming back to Marlowe, who tips the puck in and goes after it. Bieksa then stole the puck. Hamhuis up the boards. Boyle right there to hold it in. Hamhuis couldn't quite intercept. He had a chance. Thornton with Dan Boyle. Pavelski pinned by Kessler. The puck comes back to Boyle. Takes it wide of the net. Thornton with a backhand and a five-in. And Alon goes down. And Joe Thornton and Devin Setaguchi thought the puck had crossed the line. They were halfway through a celebration.
That's what the San Jose Sharks wanted to get on Roberto Luongo. In game one, they felt they let him off the hook later. They were putting pucks to the net early, trying to get rebounds. And if Luongo, whenever he is struggling, it's when he's tied to move laterally and down. And there, you see Thornton put his hands up, but Luongo dropped his stick at the last second, picked up where it was.
I think it's in.
Oh, it is in. That's in the back of the net. That's going to be a Marleau goal. That is in the back of the net without question. Went right over the line, and Luongo able to scoop it back.
Great play at